Hear ye, gather round for another edition of Young Kings Wrestling featuring the JDF Memorial Sovereign Soundboard. As always, you can find us on most platforms streaming your favorite podcast episodes, including Spotify, iTunes, YouTube, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, and Amazon Music. If you're listening on the iTunes, leave us a review of the 5-star kind. Subscribe to us on YouTube at YK Wrestling as well. Links to all the platforms as well as merchandise available at ykwrestling.com. Welcome back to the Nuckafy Buckingham Palace. As always, I am the thespian TC Fontaine, aka TCF Baby. Please say the baby. Joined by King Reek, House of Havoc, first of his name. We back.
What up, though?
You know, I know some people showed up to the palace last week and they knocked on the door and ain't nobody answered.
Yeah.
But we back though, you know. It was a last minute cancellation.
Yeah.
You know, Queen Mother Havoc had a birthday last week. So
yes, sir.
Priorities.
Had to have revels, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and, you know, black folks operate on different time frames.
Facts.
So, you know, I cut it down to the wire as much as I could.
He did. And he was like, hey, bro, listen. And we tried to reschedule, but it was the first weekend of football.
Yeah.
I was just like, I want to watch Sunday night game. And we could have fucking recorded instead of that.
I'm about to say, honestly. Look at
that game wasn't nothing to watch after what, 10 minutes?
Yeah.
It was a little crazy. And we back. Happy birthday to the Queen Mother Havoc. So
and while we at it, happy belated birthday to my co-host over here.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That dude.
He's just gonna slide underneath that one.
I wasn't. I was holding off on it.
Oh, my bad.
It's cool. You know what? I ain't gonna deviate from my plan, so I'm still doing it. It's cool. It's cool. Welcome back. It's second weekend of NFL, third weekend of college. My college team finally got a win on the season. Shout out to them. My alum, my alma mater, got their second win of the season. Crazy. That game was drunk. If y'all didn't tap into UNLV versus Vanderbilt, I'm gonna just tell y'all what happened. UNLV goes down like 0-17 and then fires off 30 unanswered points. And then Vanderbilt come back to tie it up and they trade scores and UNLV throws an interception. And Vanderbilt's in the red zone and they can't score in the red zone whatsoever. They missed a field goal. And yeah. Shout out to UNLV clinching the win. It was absolutely drunk.
Yeah, I heard that game was crazy. I was just stuck in the whole Colorado game with listen.
I didn't watch that. It's real beef with me.
Oh, okay.
It's personal.
I see that. Damn. I
didn't watch the game. I didn't tune into it, and I bet on them against Nebraska last week. I'm a Nebraska fan, and I watched the team long enough to know when I'm gonna win some money when it comes to them. So that's how I was rocking. So I wouldn't have bet on Colorado again. I actually bet against them on the money line. I almost won some money.
Man,
that was close. Double OT.
That's crazy.
It's beef with me and them.
I hear you. I'll tell you what though, like y'all, I get it. Y'all getting them primetime games, stuff like that. But when y'all on the West Coast,
we don't say that word around here.
Well, just like, listen,
Told you it was beef.
y'all gotta take it easy on me because we getting old now. If I'm working in the morning, I ain't trying to be up to like midnight watching these games, bro. I passed out by like mid third quarter because like it's back and forth. Like we're gonna drag this out for a minute.
And it went the double OT.
Right, exactly. So it's like, listen.
Hey, welcome to the Pac-12 After Dark. That's how I get.
I know.
That's all I like watching. Hey, that's all I like watching around here. I like watching football. I don't like when my team play because my team play in the mornings. I don't like waking up 9 a.m.
right
on a Saturday to watch. But Pac-12 games, they over around 11 o'clock. It's cool. It's cool with me. It ain't good for y'all, but it's cool for me though.
Yeah, it's really not.
Yeah, so shout out to football season though. Shout out to Las Vegas Aces. Just clinched the first round about an hour ago, something like that.
Right.
Got the Chicago Sky up out of here. So I don't know who we got next round, but I'm ready to see that. Shout out to them. No, went to the first game on was a Wednesday night. It was incredible in here, man. Traffic wasn't too bad like I thought.
Okay.
I can't get mad at that.
So no, hell no.
Yeah, man. And shout out to wrestling. Shout out to this week in wrestling history. Let's first, I got some birthdays. We got to catch up on the birthdays from last week and this week. And it was deep, man. You got some names on here. Awesome Kong, legend. Shout out to Awesome Kong, had a birthday. King Xavier Woods, he was born on the same day as Beyonce. Which, if I'm not mistaken, so was Kong. That's Googleable. Let me go check that out right quick.
You know what I'm saying? Make sure we giving out that verified air appropriately.
Awesome Kong and Beyonce got the same birthday. So shout out to both queens. Shout out to Beyonce. Happy birthday to her too. Sin Cara, the one that be whooping niggas. That was his birthday this past.
I'm gonna say we gotta check which, because they be swapping in and out like the clown car in there.
Yeah, it's crazy. And it was crazy because like the other one was good, like almost half a foot taller than the other one.
Right.
So shout out to Sin Cara, who be whooping niggas. Formerly known as Unico. He came out there with the bandana on. He kind of looked like Homicide. I don't know if that was what they were going for.
I guess because they didn't say it, but I'm like, that definitely looks exactly like the dude from Impact.
You remember his homeboy Camacho?
Mm-hmm.
That's Tongaloa from God. That's Haku's son.
Oh man, it's crazy too because I was never looking like that close to see.
Yeah, they had a Tongan playing a Mexican. It was crazy.
That's wild.
Vince be wildin', fam. Shout out to Jillian Hall. She had a birthday this past week. Some of the best vocals I have ever heard in my life.
Okay.
Incredible scene.
Okay.
Love the theme song too. It was great. Braun Strowman. Happy birthday to Braun Strowman. Hope, I know his birthday this year wasn't that happy, but I'm gonna just say that much. But hopefully going forward, find some joy in that. If you know, not gonna elaborate more on that. But if you know, you know. Molly Holly, the legend, the GOAT. Happy birthday, belated. Happy birthday to Raven.
Okay.
He was one of the GOATs too. Very underrated. And I think we need to have a Raven episode one of these days. We gotta talk about him. We need to go and educate ourselves a little bit more on Raven.
Yeah.
Re-educate ourselves on Raven.
I'm gonna need to.
Because I think his impact in wrestling is very understated. Like all the dark, moody characters that you see in wrestling. Inspired by Raven.
That the way that character work was going.
Character work, mic work, crazy.
Yeah.
Brian Pillman Jr., happiest birthdays to him. Queen Musty Valhalla had a birthday a couple weeks back. Matt Morgan, Trevor Murdoch, former NWA World Heavyweight Champion and former WCW Champion, David Arquette.
Okay.
Yeah. And he's paid it forward since then as well. He be trying to wrestle. He be trying.
Yeah.
And then this past week, shout out to him. And then this past week, happy birthdays to the wise man, Paul Heyman. Got a shout out to him. Road Warrior Animal, happy birthday to him as well. I think he would have turned, I don't know. I can't do math. So even if I Googled it, it would take me a minute to do math in my head. So it's going to save the embarrassment and not go there.
We good.
Yeah. Angelina Love, Impact legend. King Baron Corbin. And Teddy Long, player. Happy birthday to him. Kiera Hogan and Jim Cornette had birthdays the last couple of days as well. And of course, happy birthday to me. Me and Teddy Long got a birthday on the same day.
Okay.
Shout out to him. And shout out to Phil Jackson. His birthday's today. The GOAT. GOAT coach. Master. Yeah. And this week in wrestling history, damn near all of these have something to do with the WWE Championship. The WWE Championship gets busy during the second week of September. Because in 1999, Vince McMahon won the WWE title, vacated it the next night. 2003, Brock Lesnar won the WWE title in the Iron Man match versus Kurt Angle. 2004, this ain't the WWE title, but it was the only one available for Triple H to win at this time. He defeated Randy Orton. Randy Orton's first world championship came to an end at about 28 days or something like that.
Yeah, that's about where I was watching through.
Yeah. He wins a world heavyweight title. In 2006, John Cena won the WWE title in the TLC versus Edge at Unforgiven. Same show, Trish Stratus won a former record, 7th women's championship at Unforgiven in her hometown of Toronto, and retired full-time, and has only made appearances here and there since then. 2013, more WWE championship stuff right here. Daniel Bryan beats Randy Orton at was it Unforgiven? No, Night of Champions.
Night of Champions, yeah.
Night of Champions, my 21st birthday. And that got reversed the next night. It told Scott Armstrong, hey fam, fuck what you doing? 2016, AJ Styles beat Dean Ambrose for the WWE title.
Damn, yeah. That's right.
2017, WWE title did not change hands, even though see who the champion was, should have changed hands in 2017. But 2017, this past week, we lost the GOAT manager, Bobby Heenan. RIP to Bobby Heenan. Now I need to see when Bobby Heenan died. Hold on. What day did Bobby Heenan pass? Okay. I was going to say, if it was on Paul Heyman's birthday, then I got some questions.
Yeah. Because I'm thinking back now to that interview he did. He was on First Take.
Yeah, that's as soon as that popped in my head, that's all I was like, hold on. All right, Paul, you in the clear. You in the clear. But RIP to the
not
brain.
Really. Not
all the way in the clear. But
yeah, I got something for him this week.
I need to get the button ready.
Nah. Okay. It ain't on that level. I got questions.
Okay.
I got a little couple questions.
It's fair.
Yeah.
And our last tidbit involving the WWE Championship. 2 years ago, Big E cashed in on Bobby Lashley with that Money in the Bank briefcase. Told that man he was going to cash in too.
That was September?
Yeah. That was Monday Night Football. It was the first night of Monday Night Football that they did that.
Well, I feel like it was in November.
That wasn't this week. It was actually the week before, but that was last week. But I had to put it on here. Just, I see shit. The WWE title changed hands a lot in September, apparently.
Yeah. Ain't gonna happen this year, though.
Nah, I actually had a theory it was gonna happen last year, and then Cody got hurt.
Right, yeah.
So, but yeah, there's where we at with it. That belt was very busy in the month of September. So it's the GOAT month. So gotta do it.
Yes, sir.
Now, look, where we at on this royal address of rumors? Listen, we got one really big news tidbit here.
Yes,
WWE has finally merged with the UFC to form TKO Group. That closed officially on Tuesday, and they opened the market. It was on Wall Street. Montez Ford and Bianca Belair, Daniel Cormier, and Triple H, and Vince. Vince still got the Just for Men. He's mustache going. What's good with bro?
Like, he is really trying to get on General Hospital or
something.
Whatever one of these soaps is working, because he and telenovela know, like, fully. I don't know what's going on with this man.
All right, that's Vicente.
Right. Like, he's trying to be a whole different person. The funny thing was, whoever did the Photoshop to put the do-rag on him.
No, it was like, so clean, bro.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, wait, I know he was not really doing this.
They put a do-rag that matched his suit and everything. They crazy.
Yeah, man.
Y'all crazy.
Y'all don't take nothing serious, but I love it.
No, yeah, they finally merged, and I mean, ain't nothing really different. I'm not expecting nothing to be different. Nah. Neither UFC or WWE.
I got the little mini breakdown of this.
Yeah, it's basically WWE stock with a different ticker, like same price, all that.
Yeah,
I was just kind of sad that I ain't see WWE in my portfolio no more.
Right.
Ain't nothing changed though.
Yeah, Dana's the CEO of USC rather than the president.
Okay.
Vince is executive chairman. And of course, Triple H is still head of creative and chief content officer. That didn't change for all y'all that was getting skittish. But the other thing they said about it too was they might work out something where you see UFC and WWE having events on the same weekend. So like a SmackDown one day, a UFC event on Saturday, and then a WWE like PLE or something on Sunday. So they want to try
and they moving back to Sundays. I don't like that.
Potentially, I don't know.
I got used to Saturdays, film. Like,
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
The fact that because that was such a big change in itself,
and
the fact that I had no reservations about these PLEs going to Saturdays, I was just like, cool.
Yeah, man.
Don't change it back, please. Don't do that.
Right.
Like, I mean, maybe like a big event on like a holiday weekend or something.
Right.
No, let's keep them on Saturdays, bro.
Sure.
What other
details? Man. All right, so I'm gonna get the little stuff out the way. Nick Khan did a little interview, and he was asked about Pepsi Phil, and this man did some of the best sidestepping I ever seen in my life. I swear he did.
I was like, yo, Nick Khan might be the GOAT as far as a corporate executive go, because he got it down pat. This is not the first time that I was just like, yo, he a good corporate spokesman for real.
I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, he's just like,
I got aspirations to dance around questions like that.
That's what I'm saying. Gregory Hines in it. My man said, look, we all respect Phil and everything that he did for the company, blah blah blah.
He even put over his time in UFC.
Right. I'm like, yo, all of that just to say nothing. I mean, kudos to you. But on the flip side of that, Punk himself actually said that he's got 2 months of free time, so he can go to cage fight to cage fighting to do commentary. So we're in September, like he said. Do the math. You know what's coming and where it's going to be. So
yeah, exactly.
Plus, you had a bunch of different talent that have been talking about the potential of him showing back up and everything like that. So do with that information what y'all will.
Listen, here's my thoughts on that, and it might have changed from the last time we talked about Pepsi Phil on the show. If you want to bring him back, I mean, cool. It's your prerogative. I'm just a minor shareholder. What I gotta say about it don't really matter. But let's not do it full time for the sake of everybody, for the sake of the fans, for the sake of the locker room.
Yeah.
Have him come in give him the edge contract where he come in, work a program, disappear for a few months until it's time to work another program.
And I don't think he would want to work a full-time schedule with them because, like, even the full-time schedules in AEW don't kind of run the same way. Mm-hmm. But if you give him something, some decent money, give him that opportunity that he's been looking for, I think what he may have taken from AEW has been a little bit of a learning experience because maybe he might have taken for granted the privilege of working with adults who know how to run a company. So
absolutely.
I'm leaning on that. But like you said, if we just keep this like something where he's more of an attraction than he is a full-time running with the rest of them, you can make that happen. I wouldn't be mad at that.
Yeah.
Speaking of potential comebacks, returns, Mandy Rose was on IG and got asked about her potential future for wrestling career, and her response, nowhere in particular, but she did say that, quote, "Your girl might not be a free agent for much longer." So whatever that means, whoever she could potentially land, I think they're getting a solid talent because, after all the work she put in NXT, we got more of a finished product. So I think that's going to be solid for whoever signs. I mean, Impact would be crazy.
I was going to say, really wouldn't want to see drying up.
Yeah. I wouldn't really want to see her go to AEW for obvious reasons, but yeah, she can go wherever and she'll be plugged in pretty solid. And also, this I'm just gonna get this out the way. You ain't gonna be happy about it, but Royal Rumble in January is going back to a familiar place that we all know and saw every week. Tropicana Field, which was the home of the Thunderdome. They are now going to have WWE back, but in the full capacity with fans for the Royal Rumble in January.
See, that's crazy because Las Vegas right here. Tampa just had a WrestleMania 2 years ago. I've been trying to get Vegas to get a WrestleMania the whole time I done live here, and Tampa get a WrestleMania and a Rumble 3 years apart. Yeah, we got a SummerSlam. Man, Tampa just had Mania 2 years ago. 2 years ago. And then, like you said, they had the Rumble, they had Survivor Series and SummerSlam before that. I don't care if there were no fans in the building. They still have months worth of shows in Tampa.
Right.
I don't care if fans weren't in the building. That's not the point. And I did some math on this too. Because by the time we get to WrestleMania 40, there will have been 187 Big Four pay-per-views. 187.
Okay.
Out of 187 of those, Las Vegas has only had 2 of them. WrestleMania 9 and SummerSlam 2021. And now if you want to be like WWE and try to count Money in the Bank, okay, there's 4. Whoop-de-fucking-do. This is the entertainment capital of the world. Can't get the biggest spectacle in sports entertainment to come here often for a big show?
I don't think they're ready. I think they're scared.
They are scared.
Because, y'all go out to Vegas and
what did Matt Riddle do during the last time they was here for them to not want to come back no more?
I don't know, but
yeah, I'm gonna place the blame on him.
he's on this list too.
Yeah, I'm gonna place the blame on him for that. Because I don't know who to blame for that.
That's actually gonna segue me right into the next thing, which is
why am I giving him the blame, Reek?
Listen, why not? we know what it is with him. So we didn't. This came out last week, so we didn't even get to talk about it. But he comes into JFK, and the reports are that
that's the airport in New York City. If y'all didn't know,
right. Reports are that Port Authority got a call about a disorderly person. I should have dug some digging into that because my pops works for Port Authority. I could have found some leads about this. But anyway, yeah, that person in question just so happened to be Riddle. And before all of that came about, he actually went ahead, I guess, trying to control the narrative. Hint, hint. By saying that one of the officers that approached him was getting a little grabby, used the term sexual harassment. And that whole thing spun into this little whirlwind, and WWE sent him home for the week, took him off live events, and it led to some questions about whether or not he might be making it, because obviously with the merger, a lot of people were going to be getting cut. He was not cut, and he's actually expected to be back on the road as soon as this week.
They say he was sick, apparently.
He was sick.
Yeah.
Okay. If y'all say so.
Yeah.
I ain't buying it, but
yeah, I'm gonna continue to place the blame on him for Las Vegas not being able to get no shows, no big shows. We get SmackDowns, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that, yeah.
It's that hater stuff right there. Because come on, man. We've been wanting a big weekend for the longest. That's insane to me.
They never like to see us win. Never like to see us win. Never. Never.
He right though. He right though.
He is.
All right. Now,
what else we got on the rumor mill?
I'm a hold off on this one thing till we get to SmackDown, because I'll get more into those details when we get to it, because that was some good stuff. The main event of all our rumors on this weekend, and it's been a fast developing story. So Jade Cargill been with been with AEW for about 3 years now, and apparently her contract has been set to expire. Initially, they said in a couple months, but I think around November. That quickly escalated to as early as this week. And even this morning, I read that, according to PWI, her contract has expired already. And the belief now is that she is expected to go to WWE. And also, I read this morning, she'll be down in the PI as early as this week.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah. So it's about that time. It's about that time to start fantasy booking. Because y'all know what we want to see.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we want to see that. But listen, and I'm gonna be real diplomatic here. Jade Cargill did not improve at all in ring during her time in AEW.
That's true.
I thought that was their performance center. Apparently not. Now that she's at the actual performance center, I can guarantee she'll have some improvement. And
for sure.
We want to see that. We don't got to say what that is. Y'all know what that is.
Yeah.
So we can see that. We can see, her and Tiff. That will go.
Ooh. And that's why I think, like, I know, like, the talk has been she probably wouldn't go to NXT. She goes straight to the main roster. I get the allure of doing that. But she does. She does need to go to NXT. Like, that to get that polish on it. Like, she has the character. So it's not like she won't be a star in NXT.
Character, that's there. The in-ring stuff is what needs to be worked on.
Right. So it's like, if you want to fine-tune this and milk it for all it's worth, so that when we get to that, it's everything that we want it to be and more, absolutely put it through NXT. You don't got to take long. Just, plug her in, get all it's worth out of that. You make NXT better because she's going to be there. It's a win-win for everybody.
And she working with some women who can actually go to and can cover up whatever deficiencies she may still have after a while. Like, you didn't have anybody to do that with down there, that at least that she was working with. Like, she wasn't working with, Saraya and Sheeta and all that. Like, she wasn't working with
Right.
Working with Kiera Hogan and Red Velvet. Like, you're not going to get better working with people who need to get better too. Like, you get better working with. I mean, they had her training with Bryan Danielson. There's only so much he can do, and Bryan Danielson has said before he doesn't like training. So you have a trainer who doesn't have the passion for it, how much better can you really get?
Right. Yeah, at least you get to the Fed, you're gonna have TJ gonna be there, Molly gonna be there,
Yeah.
Bunch of names that have been doing this for a long time and then developing this younger talent. It's been working for them, so that's the best place to be.
NXT, if you're a woman in wrestling, NXT is a good place to go if you're trying to get started because they got a lot of them coming in.
Yeah,
They got all the Jade is a former athlete. She played basketball, I think, with Jacksonville State.
Right.
A lot of women's basketball players already down there. Lash Legend and Jade.
Right.
Tag team.
And that's the other thing too. It's like, just look at what they did with the likes of them, with Bianca. Bianca had no background in wrestling. Look at where she's at now. Like,
Bianca Loki is the GOAT already.
Right. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you take what you already have with Jade and just add in that again, the polish of getting her wrestling together, bro, we got a Mania main event.
She clearly know how to market herself too. So like, she good in that regard. You can put her out there. Like, she was the only person in it probably wasn't no AEW shit she was doing. She was probably doing this to build her own brand, going to these events, NASCAR, these award shows, everything else. Like, she already got her own money. Like,
exactly. And the thing is, too,
she Gucci.
You know what she wants to do. After wrestling, she done been clear about that. What else does WWE do besides churn out some stars? Yeah. So it's like
that's what they do. That's the pipeline.
She making that jump.
WWE, Hollywood.
Right. She making that jump. It's only a matter of time.
Facts. Shout out to Jade Cargill, man. And shout out to the fact that Reek said that was our main event of the rumors. But just like WWE, we got multiple main events going on here. One last thing, because I wanted to talk about this last week. They had the Superstar Spectacle in India. We got to see Gunther versus Shanky.
I never forgot he existed.
Yeah, me too. It's been like a year since Shanky was on TV.
At least.
Dancing. And he came out there with his people, had a big pop, almost won the Intercontinental title. I think everybody, but the fans in India thought it was a possibility that he would win. I said that wrong.
Which is crazy.
I said that wrong. I meant everybody. You know what I meant. Y'all know what I meant. I don't. Yeah, players fuck up.
We got it.
Y'all know what I meant. They were the only ones that thought he was gonna win, and they made it look believable. And then we had John Cena wrestled in India for the first time ever. That's crazy. Because you think of everywhere John Cena's been, he ain't wrestled in India yet.
Yeah, that is crazy. He done been to Saudi. Like,
yeah, he done wrestled in Saudi, done wrestled in Afghanistan for the troops. Australia, everywhere. India, London, not India, Italy, London. Like might have probably wrestled in Africa at one point. That's Googleable. I'll figure it out at some point on the show. But yeah, John Cena went everywhere but India. So he's in India, did his thing. And then of course, you can't go to India and not had a great Khali, the Hall of Famer, show up.
You knew it was coming.
Yeah, you knew Khali was gonna be there. And then Khali said, yeah, he had that Vince Carter. I got one more left in me.
Oh, yeah,
so
please keep it.
If Khali said he got one more match in him, who should the great Khali face? Because you know it's gonna happen.
Oh my God!
When they choose WrestleMania in India over Las Vegas in a couple years,
bro, what?
Because you know they
not see all that.
You know they prioritize India over Vegas, right? Gotta wake up 4 a.m. a day before to watch. Gotta wake up 4 a.m. on a Friday to watch WrestleMania Saturday in India.
Yeah, they better not get out of pocket.
Hey, who should Khali face, man?
Oh, that's a good question. Honestly, if by the time we get to that point, we get
Big
him.
black nigga.
See, we right there. We right there. Because that's the first place I went. I'm like, if by the time we get to that point, we done worked it out and he's, where you want him to be, that's the easy sell right there. You go with that. If he's healthy and he's good to go, maybe Braun. But that's just the short list right there. I don't see many other people that it would make sense to put him in there with, honestly.
Hey, shit, get him and Shanky. Kali and Shanky. India want to see that. That'd be a whole celebration.
Sheesh. It probably would.
Yeah, let me see that. I need that. I don't want to see it on TV, but just say it happened.
Right.
Yeah, shout out to the great Kali, man. I was a great Kali Mark when I was in high school. I ain't even gonna lie.
I ain't gonna lie, he scared the shit out of me.
Oh, with Ray?
Because that, and when he first came out and was just beating Taker down like that, I'm like, yo, hold on, fam.
Oh, yeah. John Cena has wrestled in Africa.
What?
Yeah. Got
crazy.
Now, I don't want to put in every country in Africa into this database to find out, but in South Africa alone, he has 10 matches.
10?
10.
Oh.
Apparently they did a tour in South Africa in 2003 for about a week. Did another tour a year later in 2004. And yeah. Excuse me, they did another tour in 2007.
Damn.
I remember they did a tour in Africa in 2007. Because I think on one of those shows, Paul London and Brian Kendrick won the tag titles.
Mm-hmm.
So that's all I remember.
The Raw tag team titles, yeah. The World tag team titles. They definitely did.
Yeah, so shout out to South
Africa. I used to like that.
Having a title change on the house show.
Yeah, you just you don't see it until like the next show or if you go online and see it.
Yeah.
But I'm like, that's type cool.
I think the last time they did that was Rey Mysterio and Andrade.
I think so.
Andrade won the title at the Garden.
Mm-hmm. Right.
That was like 4 years ago.
They love doing
before
that
the pandemic. Garden. Yeah, only do it at the Garden.
Because AJ did that.
He did. No, AJ must have been the most recent one because I think they did it with AJ like right after. That is also Googleable.
It is.
It's just we got to remember what title. Hold on. It was a U.S. title?
Yeah.
Don't y'all like when we do research live on air?
Yeah. We gotta verify. We don't want to be,
I don't like to be wrong. I'll be watching Cameron and Mace.
Mm-hmm.
Like they got a daily show now. It used to be like weekly. Now it's daily. Both of them wrong a lot.
Right.
So I'll be wanting to be like, I might have to put my name in there. Be like, let me be Tony Reali for y'all. Because clearly y'all need it.
Yeah, man.
So Andrade was the last time the US title changed hands on a live event on a house show. That's December 2019. Now, as far as the Intercontinental, that might have been the one AJ won, but again, it's Googleable.
Okay.
So let's Google it. Let's see what Google say.
Oh man, while he's doing that, I don't know if anybody out there is a Giants fan, but oh my God, they done came all the way back from being winless on the scoreless on the season to being tied in this game at 28.
Oh man, Kyler Murray's some ass, bro.
He ain't even playing.
He not? Okay.
Yeah, they got backup in there.
Why he not playing?
He's still coming back from the ACL last year.
Oh, is he on the PUP list?
Yeah.
Okay. He's still ass. I can't find which one AJ Styles won. And, we taking up too much time here. So we're going to move on. We'll maybe figure it out later. But what we watching this past week? What did you check out? Did you slide into 2004 a little bit more?
Yeah. So I just passed the Raw where Vince announced the first Taboo Tuesday. Mm-hmm. And I gotta tell you, looking back, and I'm gonna, when it comes up, I'm gonna make sure I watch that in depth. It's surprising to me that we haven't had a pay-per-view or a PLE, whatever, like that in the last, what's it been? At least 10 plus years now. Like, I think the last Cyber Sunday was in 08.
07.
Might have been. I want to say it was 07.
They might have had it in 08.
I think they had the very last one might have been 08. But this day and age where this day and age where everything is on social media, it's interactive as possible. I wouldn't think why you wouldn't have, at least for NXT, because that's where a lot of old recycled pay-per-views get reshuffled. Like they got No Mercy coming up. You could do something like that there, but even on the main roster, wherever. But because that used to be fun. You know what I'm saying? You leave it in the fans, because the funny part is that if you don't like what you see, then at this point, you just kind of telling the IWC it's on you.
Right.
So y'all want to be the booker. Here it is. Here's your options. Pick from your options. So if you don't like what you see, you don't got nobody to blame but yourself. But also I just watched this morning. Actually, I just finished watching the Angle doc.
Oh, it's hard, ain't it?
Man, this man is so fortunate and blessed to be alive today. Because we get into not just his injuries, but the addiction battles and stuff like that. And he talks about how much he was doing on a daily basis. Like, bruh.
I did the math on it. He said, I can't even remember the math. I just did the math on it.
He said 65 pills a day.
A day. So I did the math to see how much that was a month. And I was like, yo.
And they showed
had to maintain the schedule.
Right. They showed a picture like at least a couple days a week. And I'm talking like triple digits in terms of like what he had to cop. Like, bruh. That's nutty.
Yeah, man's was wilding for real.
Broke his neck, I don't know how many times in 2003 to 2004. It's crazy.
Shout out to Kurt. We glad you're doing this thing.
Yeah, because despite all of that, listen, I was just saying this other day because I watched, what was it? The Elimination Chamber in 06. The good one in 06.
Yeah, gotta clarify that.
And later I'm gonna run back No Way Out 06 because y'all that's on the GOAT match.
Him and Taker, yeah,
man. I'm telling you right now, 06 Perk Angle. I am not taking a single wrestler. I don't care what prime they're in, what era they're in. 06 Perk Angle is beating everybody. He's beating the top five.
I'll take Kurt Angle from 2005.
Even
along with Kurt from 06. That stretch from I would say from whenever him and Sean started beefing,
right,
until he left.
Mm-hmm.
I'll put him up there with a lot of dudes.
Yeah, that man was in a whole nother zone. Like, I guess because he wasn't
3 years in TNA, I definitely put him up there with them.
Yeah, man. Because I guess when he got to the point where he wasn't feeling no pain, he was just in that zone. Like, he's smoking your top five.
Yeah, absolutely. He wanted the GOATs. Speaking of TNA, though, I was watching the 1000th episode of Impact this past week. Because you got to tune in for that. And man, they restored the nostalgia feeling a little bit. I would have I don't know. I would have liked it if it was like a special. If y'all would have went, if we talking about 1,000 episodes or something, go back to the OGs when we used to have to pay $5 to watch an episode of TNA. I wouldn't have minded that. Y'all would have put a special or something on, like a pay-per-view special for $5 and then really went crazy. But I thought it was pretty good show. Like, anyway, like we had a first segment was the knockouts, because you can't talk about Impact without the knockouts. Probably the most important part of Impact for a good while. You had some OGs showed up. You had the current roster was out there, but you had the OGs, the beautiful people. Gail Kim, Awesome Kong, Mickey James came out. They was going crazy. You know, of course, you had the current joints, Deonna Purrazzo, Trinity, Jordan Grace, all them doing their thing. Shout out to Jay Vidal, Las Vegas. And he was in there in the ring with all them, and I was kind of jealous. I was like, dang, he in there with some legends.
That's facts.
I wanted to, the only person that was missing was Tara. That was it.
Man.
And Mickey James said, yo, she need to go into the hall.
Exactly. Hashtag Victoria for Hall of Fame.
Hashtag Tara for Hall of Fame. She need to be in one of them mugs by next year. Don't let 2024 end without Tara, Victoria, whatever you want to call her, being in somebody Hall of Fame.
Facts.
Because I'm going to be upset. This has been going on too long. But elsewhere on the show, man, we had an appearance from America's Most Wanted. That one shocked me, because like James Storm pull up, whenever. But Chris Harris was there. I remember Chris Harris, Braden Walker.
Man,
I remember Braden Walker.
Hold up.
That's crazy. Listen, I wanted Braden Walker to get over so bad because I liked Chris Harris. The Braden Walker shit wasn't hit. But yeah, it's they was with Santino. Y'all know Santino been in Impact.
Right.
Like he's like the authority figure. He's like the GM of Impact. So Santino is talking with AMW, and then some glass break. It's Stone Cold Shark Boy. Oh, shell yeah.
Dog. Oh my God.
I hated that gimmick when I was a teenager. I hated it. I popped for it this time, though. It was cool. And we had the return of Feast or Fired after 5 years. I can't remember who all got a briefcase in there. I know Chris Bay got one of them.
I was gonna say that's like basically their like version of Money in the Bank or something, right?
Yeah. So, but they do it a way that I'll prefer WWE to do it if you're gonna have somebody challenge for any belt now. But the way they do it, they have a briefcase on all four corners. So one briefcase gets you a world title shot, another one gets you X Division, the other one gets you a tag, and then the other one you get fired. So you have a chance to give up your briefcase. And that way, you don't end up at risk of losing your job, but then you don't get a tag title or X Division or world title shot. So I like the way they do that. If there's one thing WWE need to steal from somebody, it's the way the TNA does its Feast or Fire. That can freshen up Money in the Bank.
Right.
So I'm just saying, cut the check, Ari.
Go ahead.
Got a new cut the check person to talk to. Elsewhere on the show, we had the reunion of Team 3D.
Hey.
It's 23-time tag champions in WWE, in WCW, and ECW, and TNA, and New Japan, and the NWA. So why don't we here at Young Kings Wrestling talk about them being the GOAT tag team a lot more? Because I have like other tag teams that I prefer.
Right.
But we speaking just straight up objectivity now. The Dudley Boys They might be the GOAT.
I'm about to say, because I mean the thing about it, like we get to where we're at now and seeing so many of these present day teams. Like if you would have asked me 10 years ago, I'm like, okay, yeah, Dudley's got it, no question. This is before a lot of those numbers trickled in. But
got the Usos doing their thing.
Yeah,
Just the Usos in the last 2 years alone, just
right. Like you got
completely
Usos, you
New
got
Day.
New Day. You know what I'm saying? I throw FTR in there because like they commit to that style of tag team wrestling from the old days. Like
we talking about
there.
dudes that going around winning belts all over the place. Like
right.
They the modern day version of the Dudley Boys when it comes to that.
Exactly. So it's like, you know, we do kind of let the Dudleys fall back into that, you know, kind of getting a little forgotten. But I think it's because like they're not active like that no more. Like we're at that stage where like, you know, Devon is coaching and producing and stuff like that. Bubba is like, I don't know what he's doing. He just switching in and out of doing a part-time gig, which I heard they signed a Legends deal with the Fed.
Did they?
Yeah, I saw that like last week or something like that. They signed a Legends deal.
Hey, get them checks.
Like we got nominees. I need to look into that later on.
Yeah, we got a few dudes out here on the nominee list as getting companies like Jake Roberts getting checks AEW and WWE. Like, who else on this list getting double checks? RVD. I know RVD got a Legends deal, and he's showing up in AEW again next week.
Yes, he is.
We talked about Eric Young. Talked about Rhino. I actually don't know why I put Rhino on this list. Be on there. If you on this list, you deserved it. Because I don't just be giving anybody the nominees for keep a check.
He got a couple checks.
So even if I done forgot why you on the list, you on here for a reason.
Right.
So let's find out the Dudleys got a deal with WWE. A new legend.
I gotta check that because I think they did seem.
Now we confirmed that the Dudleys getting put on the list too. Right. Especially Bully, because Bully out here working matches in TNA, like I would think full time, about as much as I see him on TNA.
That's what I'm saying. Like, is you coming back or because
right?
I didn't understand why he was back that much, but I mean,
shout out to the Dudleys, man. Shout out to Dudley / Team 3D. I'm still talking about Impact 1000. Let me wrap this up. We had Frankie Kazarian. If you didn't know, he showed back up in Impact. He got the fuck out of AEW.
Yeah, he was one of the folks that was like.
He was one of the first ones. He was like, hey,
it's not it over there.
He one of the first OGs to dip. Frankie Kazarian,
tell you.
He's been in Impact for a while. And if you watch TNA Impact back in the day, you remember Tracy Brooks?
Yeah.
The original knockout.
Right.
He really is the first knockout in TNA. And she came back recently. I saw her and her husband teamed up and got a win on the 1000th episode of Impact. And then like immediately after the match, you see this Tracy Brooks video package starts playing, just putting her over. And they announced her for Impact Hall of Fame next month at Bound for Glory. So shout out to Miss Brooks / Miss Brooks Kazarian, whatever her name is officially. I don't know. And then in the main event, Chris Sabin won his record 10th X Division championship. Shout out to my mans. Defeated the Ops.
Probably the best in terms of X Division. Probably the best that's been there.
Oh, I don't want to say probably 100%.
Because like if I think back, even to them days when I first started watching around 05, 06, I was hearing about Chris Sabin the most, along with Christopher Daniels, Samoa Joe, AJ.
Yeah,
like he's always been in the mix of that. But yeah, he got that. He got that on lock.
Yeah, knocked off. Excuse me, goddamn. Knocked off one of the ops. And I'm gonna just let y'all go see who he beat for that belt to know who I'm talking about.
Got me curious.
With that being said, I'm gonna get this one out the way. This is from last week, but I just had to. I've been sitting on it and it still got me tight.
I'm packing the air, this gas what?
These peasants, you peasants.
Reek, man, what's my favorite sport?
Ain't it what's it called? Ain't it basketball?
I like the way they dribble up and down the court. Shout out to Curtis Blow. Showed my age here just now. I ain't really that old. I am too young to be quoting Curtis Blow on the podcast. Y'all probably don't know who the hell Curtis Blow is. But anyway, if y'all want a modern version, Lil Bow Wow. Okay.
There you go.
I love basketball. It's my favorite sport. I like the way they dribble up and down the court. I ain't about to say that. I was about to start rapping up in here.
Yeah.
But I love basketball. I love it on all levels. I like high school hoops. I like college. I like the AAU circuit, pickup games. I love it. And I love the NBA. Mm-hmm. And outside of the NBA, you know, sometimes if I'm lucky, I get to watch the Olympics. I get to watch national competition.
Know where we going.
Because if I watch the Olympics, I get to watch NBA players playing the Olympics too for their home countries. It just so happens that one home country, the only home country that can fill up their team with NBA players and they get fourth place. Team USA basketball, bring that ass here, boy.
Bring that ass here, boy.
I ain't gonna spend too much time on this because time to went by has been like a week and a half. I'm just saying, man, the team wasn't looking too hot to begin with. When you looked at the roster, it was like, dang, they ain't about to win nothing. But then I was like, nah, we got Ant Edwards, we got Tyrese Halliburton. Those all-stars. Right. We got Mikal Bridges. He was playing like an all-star after the trade deadline.
Mm-hmm.
Got some talent. We got Austin Reeves. He was playing nice.
What happened?
Got Defensive Player of the Year, Jaren Jackson Jr.
Look at that, man.
We had the Defensive Player of the Year. And in the third place game, because we couldn't get in the gold medal game. In the third place game, y'all allowed Dylan Brooks to have the best game he ever played in his life.
It
was the best played game of his life, and it was the biggest game of his life at the same time. This man might never play in a game bigger than that.
No,
and even if he were to play in a game 7 in the finals, it still ain't bigger than this game. He played for his home country.
Yeah.
After an offseason of ridicule.
Whole lot.
And he got paid.
Deservedly so.
Yeah.
Well, deservedly for the criticism. Yeah. Just so we clear.
Not to getting paid. I ain't mad at folks getting paid, but
yeah,
it was Houston. They weren't good. They haven't been good the last couple years. They just gonna throw checks at somebody. You know, Dylan Brooks, he a vet. You know, he need to change the scenery.
Right, and he was writing a lot of checks that ass wasn't cashing. So
yeah, he now he can write them checks a lot more now. He can maybe afford it. But
right,
all I'm saying, y'all. Team USA went out sad in the World Cup, and now we got to rely on a 40-year-old to restore order again.
I'm about to say, you know, it is bad when LeBron says, hey, let me ignite the Justice League and save the day because y'all ain't getting it done. That's crazy.
I'm just saying the world, if y'all don't see LeBron James or Steph Curry or even these names, these legends, if they not on the USA squad, y'all should still let us win. Because if they lose, they just about to come back anyway.
Right.
Now them scores about to be looking 138 to 75.
Mm-mm-mm.
Y'all done fucked up now. I can't wait for Paris, man. I can't wait for the Olympics. But until then, we got some wrestling to talk about this past week. Sir. And I'm gonna just get NXT out the way because it's only a couple tidbits from there. We got Grand Slam. Becky Lynch is official. Becky Lynch won the NXT Women's Championship for the first time in her career this past week on NXT, defeating Tiffany Stratton. And I didn't think they were going to pull the trigger. So it was a pleasant surprise to see that she won. I think they got 900,000 viewers for NXT.
Mm-hmm.
Just all Becky Lynch. Seth Rollins didn't even do that.
Right. Yeah, they killed that.
And Seth Rollins was defending his belt.
Mm-hmm. But y'all try to say Becky in a draw.
Listen. Talk to them, Bex. And then next week, we got Dom versus Carmelo Hayes. Who win this one?
I'm on that.
I know who I want to win.
Listen. I'm not expecting that to happen. Because
it's non-title, ain't it?
Oh, yeah, but I say that only because I don't want that, to have the NXT champion taking that L. Now, if it's some shenanigans and whatever, y'all find a way to fluff it, okay, maybe. But outside of that, if it's straight up, if we don't got nothing, no BS going on, I need Carmelo to win. Like,
yeah, he already got like 2 L's to defend.
Yeah, I don't like it looking so shaky. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know at some point he got to drop the belt. He got to move up and, take that next step. But if we're not doing that, then I don't need to see Melo losing. We're not about that over here.
Yeah, not losing like that. But I thrive off negativity. So if y'all going to give Dom the win, let's do that. And let's talk about Monday Night Raw. Jey Uso. You got one more week. Or that out pack getting lit. This man making an enemy out of me. You just gonna trust Sami Zayn again after everything that happened? You ever wonder why you're on Raw isolated and everybody on Raw trying to G-check you? It's because of Sami Zayn, bro.
Yeah, that's where it started. Like, I don't know. Samoans just got hard heads, and we know that. But I mean, like, it's internally hard. Like,
yeah, now he copping pleas for Kevin Owens too. Like,
yeah, that's insane.
He's like, man, it was an accident, Oos. That man already don't mess with you.
Yeah, that was really stupid.
So we gotta make better decisions, Jay. You on your own, bro.
And KO cares less about cutting ties. Like,
facts.
This man powerbombed his best friend on the best night of his life.
Like, he really did.
This is not the dude that you want to give a reason to doubt you at all.
I'm saying, man, tread lightly over there, Jay. I mean,
right, man.
You might have somebody over there that can help you out. I'll talk about that in a second. But last week, Gunther officially became the longest reigning Intercontinental Champion in history, passed up Honky Tonk, and a possible Match of the Year candidate. So we're going to see.
Hell yeah.
This man, he said, all the legends that held this championship before me contributed nothing to this championship like I did. Now that's some gangster talk right there. So
Shawn Michaels somewhere ready to fight.
No, I seen how Shawn Michaels got the hell out the way when Brock came out.
Yeah.
Shawn Michaels don't want no problems no more.
That is true.
You want some of this too, man? No.
Facts.
I mean, they still got JD big head ass hanging around Judgment Day, and you know, gotta nip this in the bud, man. Like, either have him join officially so I can stop caring about the Judgment Day officially, or just have Judgment Day tell him to fuck off.
Seriously.
Like it's been going on too long like this.
I feel like this is just a swap. Like you taking one person out, you put another person in, and like you said, if they're gonna do it, get it out the way. I don't want this to turn into a situation like where the Bloodline is, because I get it. With the Bloodline, you're telling a long story. With the Judgment Day, you're just putting this talent on the map as the top attraction, which is fine.
Mm-hmm.
But don't just be bringing up new people and this, that, and the third. Like you're gonna wind up doing what you did with the NWO, where it's like, oh, everyone could join the NWO at this point. You know, Booker T in it 1 minute, Big Show in it, Scott Steiner in it. Like we just shuffling people in and out. Like we don't need to do all that.
All right, y'all, and that's what they teasing. They're trying to have both Usos join the Judgment Day. Like,
yeah, we don't need to do
much.
all that. Getting kind of crazy.
And speaking of the Judgment Day, Rhea Ripley, Raquel Rodriguez, almost said her old name.
Gonzo.
Yeah, Raquel Rodriguez. They had a. Oh, was this match better than the match they had at Payback?
I would say it was a little bit better.
Yeah.
Because I didn't get into the match they had at Judgment Day at Payback. I didn't get into it that much. This one was like, okay, you got me here.
Yeah, it was solid, and Rhea gets the win. And after the match, we see somebody lay out Raquel, and I'm like,
Lord.
oh shit!
Yes, Lord.
Who was it? Who was it,
sir?
Who was it?
Miss Nia Jax.
It feels so good.
Yes, sir.
That was a good surprise. You know, big Nia Jax fans over here. I don't care what y'all say. And
I really don't.
Jey Uso got him some family over there again now. So hopefully he be all right now. But
hopefully
that yeah, shout out to Nia Jax. How we feeling about this, man?
Oh, I love it.
It makes everybody mad, so that's one reason why I like it.
Well, I mean, yeah, I don't care what y'all think about it. I really don't. When I saw her in January, I'm thinking like, okay, so we might see her back. I know she had said originally after like the double knee surgery, she probably wouldn't wrestle no more, which is fine. It's understandable. But no, we need to kind of mix it up a little bit, because if Rhea's going to be on a run for this long, then you got to present some real threats. And a lot of this talent, they've never been this stacked in terms of the women's division, especially on the main roster. But if you're going to present a real threat out of that group, a lot of them aren't necessarily, in terms of stature and where they're booked, on Rhea's level. So you kind of need a Nia Jax to kind of say, okay, this is going to present some real danger for Rhea in her title reign. So I'm cool with it.
Yeah, you basically said it all, because on Raw, who was it? Becky?
Yeah, that's it. Now she got a belt.
Yeah, she busy doing something else, and I don't think you want to burn that match so soon. Because all the women on SmackDown, that's you really got all the talent. Y'all a little front loaded on SmackDown now. Y'all need to have somebody over there that can challenge Rhea. Exactly. Rhea not gonna be on SmackDown with her crew. She don't have to.
Oh, actually, I lied. There's Shayna. That's always something that if they decide to go all in, they could make that happen.
Yeah,
make that.
But again, we talking about positioning on the card, and she ain't there yet.
Right.
So yeah, Nia, that's a placeholder. Spend the next, I would say, Survivor Series maybe. Y'all can stretch that out till then.
Yeah,
that's more than enough time to build up somebody else on that Raw roster to challenge Rhea. Candace. You can run back her and Nikki again. Where Nikki been at?
I don't even know. Oh, she been busy with school.
I thought she had graduated already.
I think she's going for her bachelor's or her master's. One of the two.
No, she's going for a master's. She's been going for a master's the past couple years now.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Nikki Cross will ask people like on social media for help with her assignments and shit. It's actually kind of cool. It's actually cool. But yeah, Nia Jax, that's really all you got right now. So do that, build somebody else up. It really only takes like 2 weeks to build somebody up in wrestling.
Honestly.
So that's more than enough time. You can give a couple, I don't know, indie. I thought they were about to do something with her, and then
yeah, I think they must be getting a little cold feet on that situation because I hadn't seen her at all lately.
I'm just saying, man, we got options.
Yeah,
we got lot. So shout out to Nia Jax making her return, but that wasn't the only Samoan returning this past week. Because we kick off SmackDown on Friday and Pat McAfee comes out there. Pat McAfee's like, yeah, I'm out here for work. I just had to stop by, visit the universe and see what's popping.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, Pat McAfee, he got 2 main ops in the WWE. Baron Corbin.
Mm-hmm.
And I meant to talk about Baron Corbin on NXT too. Him and Braun Breaker was going back and forth. And Braun Breaker ain't fucking with dude at all. That dude Baron Corbin was over there. He was trying to meet Rod. And Braun Breaker was just like, man, fuck out of here.
Crazy.
So shout out to Corbin and Braun Breaker. That should be a good match. But Pat McAfee, he got Braun Breaker, not Braun Breaker. He got Baron Corbin as one of his ops. And Austin Theory is other op. And so Austin Theory came out there. It was just like, yo, this Austin Theory live. Nobody want to see you.
Right.
And Pat McAfee was like,
hold on, fam.
You don't want to see me. True. This ain't about me. It's about the people. It's about what the people want to see.
Yes, sir.
Who do the people want to see?
Finally!
The Rock came fucking back. Surprised the shit out of me because I was out running errands and I came in late. So I turned on SmackDown about 5 minutes late.
Mm-hmm.
I turned on SmackDown. I listen. I'm on the West Coast. I can't watch SmackDown live on TV. So I gotta go online and watch it, right?
Yeah.
I loaded up the Fox Sports and everything. And when I load up Fox, I'm gonna tell y'all a lot of information y'all probably don't care about, but it provides context to my experience.
Yeah.
I'm loading up Fox Sports and before Fox Sports, they like to play an ad before they start playing whatever you watch. And it's a quick like 5-10 second ad. It ain't nothing crazy. They promoting like college football, promoting the NFL game. So they was promoting whatever game was on Saturday night. And then the feed loads. And the feed finally loads. And I see The Rock coming out. And I'm like, what the fuck? I was like, he showed up actually, because he was on Pat McAfee's show earlier in the day.
That's why I knew he was coming.
But
like it was.
I thought right he was capping.
No, I the second I seen Pat come out, I'm like, there's no way, because I was there. I was watching the show. I was at the bar after work. You know what I'm saying? After a long week, I hang out with my trio. I hang out with my trio. We get a little drunk. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, hold on, real quick. Are we that old now?
Yeah, basically. I think we at that point, bro.
We go to the bar on Friday nights. Old now.
No, I wasn't even at night. I got out of work in the morning.
Hold on. Yeah, Friday after work.
Yeah, shot right over there, like right before noon. But they had the TVs up, and I look up because Pat was already on, and I see Rock. I'm like, hold up. okay, in a spot, he's supporting my guy Prime. Cool.
Oh,
But then when they
we don't say
said,
that word on here, bro.
"Oh, okay, he got beef." My bad.
Call
My
that
bad,
man.
y'all.
Call that man the name his mama gave him. His name Dion.
Oh, that's crazy. Oh man, but yeah, when they said SmackDown was in Denver, I'm like, all right, fam, that's maybe an hour drive, and you don't even got to drive. You got car service. Like,
Right.
there's no reason not to pull up. And then I seen Pat come out. I'm like, bruh, we already know what time it is. Just bring him out. And then he said, people. I'm like, let's do it. Let's do it.
Yeah,
Do what you gotta do, man.
I missed all that.
Yeah, man.
And yeah, we got an updated version of this. I gotta put it on the soundboard. We got an updated version of this one.
Shut up, bitch.
Oh yeah.
So I gotta get that new one on the soundboard. But
Yo, they getting real reckless on the mic nowadays. I don't know if that's part of the that's part of the deal with the merger. They say, okay, y'all can sling him if you got him. Like when he said that, I was like, hey, yo.
But yeah,
That's
yeah,
a little,
he always kind of leaned into that a little bit more than, you know, he like bamboo. Somebody would do it and they'd be like cardboard.
right.
It'd be cardboard if they did it. He like bamboo. He can bend a little bit better and not be as affected by it. But that's his thing. That's what he do. So he go out there, he do his thing. I thought Theory held his own a lot better than some dudes would. He told it don't matter what your name is. Like he did all that.
Yeah, I wasn't ready for that. I was like, oh man, wait a minute.
I was impressed. I was like, okay, Austin, okay.
They let him get some jabs in.
Yeah, he did his thing. We got a spine buster, people's elbow. Got a Pat McAfee elbow too. I did the people's elbow in my living room too. I did the whole shit. Pat McAfee didn't have an elbow pad, so he threw a shoe in the crowd.
Stupid.
Man, it's crazy. And everybody out there was in black tank tops, so we had to come with the black tank top work today too.
Facto. You know.
Shout out to Mans. Elsewhere in Hawaii land on SmackDown, the Bloodline got something crazy going on over here because Jimmy Uso got beef with AJ Styles. And then Jimmy Uso got beef with AJ Styles, you know, Solo right behind him. Whereas like Solo apparently got beef with LA Knight as well. I don't know where this came
from. I don't know. Oh, because of that whole segment, I think it was last week or the week before, where he was talking to Paul, and Paul tried to check him, and he was getting all up in his grill about it. Like,
yeah,
hey,
you're
man,
right.
You got that.
Yeah, I remember that. He was like, yeah, Paul was like, you understood? LA Knight was like, yeah.
Right, yeah.
But yeah, Solo got beef with him, and there's Judgment Days in the mix here somewhere.
Right.
And then both of these dudes apparently got beef with John Cena now. So main event, Jimmy Uso and main event, John Cena. Two WrestleMania main eventers looking like they got something going on. But then they talking about Solo and John Cena is tapped for somewhere down the line. Possibly I just know, that's the one appropriate place where they should have it. 14 years. God. 17 years.
Yep.
Jesus Christ.
God. We don't need to
I'm sorry, I just had a moment. Yeah, hold on. We
don't need to do no more.
Right, we're gonna stop talking about years and stuff on here, fam.
We need to, because that's
17
wild.
years after John Cena and Umaga fought at the Rumble.
Dog.
So shout out to them. I would love
that was a classic too.
That was. I might go run that back after we get
I was about to say I gotta watch that again because
it's been a minute. That was when he debuted the STFU.
Nah, he debuted the STFU like
it was after
the 05. Like the tail end of 05. Yeah, because it was It was going into
versus Kurt, the submission match. Yeah.
It was going into the like towards the Elimination Chamber, and he had it was actually a triple threat. It was him, Kurt, and Chris Masters.
Okay.
And the only way he could win was by submission, and he hit him with a chair, and then did the STFU.
Okay.
I'm like, this look crazy.
Okay, look, he got one trivia thing over me. Not going.
I just remember because I watched that so many times because I didn't get to see it live, so I went on the site and I saw the video, the edit, and I was like, just do an STF? Like, huh? Cena doing submissions was like,
John Cena did the STF on Umaga with the rope.
Yeah. Choke that man. Like,
see, I'm gonna need that. And elsewhere, this is just a little small tidbit. We had the Grayson Waller effect and everything. That was a main event, but this one, man, they're starting to show it more. Street Profits and Bobby Lashley, or as I like to call them,
the niggas,
continue to be assertive about their motives, and they say, "You coming to take over." And they just came out there. They confronted Judgment Day last week, or it was last week, a couple weeks ago. Got in their face. I remember Bobby Lashley. He looked Damian Priest up and down like, man, what's good? I was like, that's the blackest thing I've ever seen Bobby Lashley do.
Ain't been a long list neither.
Yeah, yeah, it's true. But now with the Street Profits, they came. They said, we're gonna show LWO what it's about. They had to tell LWO, look, we get a match between LWO and the Street Profits. Street Profits victorious, and now they doing post-match beatdowns on niggas.
Wow,
spooky hours.
I'm telling you, like he flipping that switch a little bit, like he coming out cool and what I'm saying, real chill, and then all of a sudden he like, yo, where y'all going? Y'all ain't done. Like cook these niggas like right now.
And they did it. They absolutely did it. And before the match though, Santos Escobar, he said, my biggest dream was to face my idol for a championship. I keep telling y'all about this man.
Yo.
I keep telling y'all about this man. Snakes show themselves.
But you know what? The thing about it that makes it so much worse is that Rey should know better. Like, after all this time, you still just as gullible and sorry about it. And you can't see the writing all over the wall.
33 years, Raymond.
I don't get it, man. I don't.
You've been wrestling right in front of your face. Yeah, you've been wrestling longer than I've been alive.
Exactly. Like this should not be that difficult.
How many times do one of your fellow Mexicans got to be a snake to you?
Mm-hmm.
And not even it's not even just like fellow Mexicans. This is family that we talking about here. Eddie Guerrero was family.
That's what I'm saying.
Dominic is literally came from your balls, bro.
Right. This dude is a fan.
Yeah. That's where I'm going with this. This dude is not even family. He got no reason to be loyal to you.
Exactly. You ain't never heard the term idols become your rivals?
Bruh, this is literally an episode title on this show this year.
Come on. You just
Raymond.
Just not using the
Do I got it? I done stalled you out. I done stalled you out, Ray.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm going to tell you, March 24th, this year, 6 months ago, I saw you finally do what I've been asking you to do like for 6 months to that point.
Yeah.
You knocked your son out.
We was singing redemption song for you then.
Man. And now you just right back at it, being too trusting again, bro.
I don't understand.
Your son was disrespecting you for months, disrespected your wife, disrespected your mother. You know what happened? You were still being trusting. You still had love for your son because that's your son, and I get it. You don't got no reason to have no loyalty to this dude.
No.
Does he fuck with you?
Who cares?
I don't give a fuck. You a Hall of Famer for a reason. Act like it. God damn. You be pissing me off, Ray. You be pissing me off.
Get it together, man.
Damn.
Tighten up.
Damn. Now, I don't want to have to come on the show whenever the inevitable happens. I don't want to have to come on the show and hit y'all with the.
I told y'all niggas. Y'all thought I was playing, but I told y'all niggas.
But sometime in the next few weeks, I'm gonna have to come on the show and hit y'all with it, and I'm not gonna like it. It's actually gonna hurt me to do it.
Yeah,
but I know I'm gonna have to do it eventually.
Because you really should see the writing on the wall at this point.
33 years.
Going
on 34 years. You've been in this business. You wrestle all around the world. How many times I go back to 2010. I think it was 2010. Might have been 09. It's very similar. You had a dude you was cool with that wasn't your family.
Yep.
And y'all was real cool. And he turned his back on you. Dave Bautista.
Oh. And over some gold.
Over some gold. It's the same situation, Ray.
Come on, bro.
Listen to me for once. I'm trying to help you out. I used to flip over my bed just like you when I was 10 years old.
Yeah, man.
That's how big of a fan I am.
It's certain things, it's like you just got to read context clues. That man been wearing his LWO gear every other week. Now he coming out in a suit. When was the last time Santos was wearing a suit, bro?
Talk.
Back when he was the man of Legado del Fantasma.
Yep.
Over in NXT. He's trying to tell, like, that's the worst part about it. He's trying to tell you, hey, I'm gonna get you. Like, he's coming out front just saying, hey, let me get a title shot. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to do this the easy way, but you just going right along with it. Like,
where's your sense of discernment?
Gone. It ain't there.
It don't exist. It don't exist.
As much of a God-fearing man as you is, like,
listen,
you would think.
Listen.
Oh, have mercy.
Raymond, I got a headache now. It's time to end this show. You done gave me a migraine. Let's plug our socials. We gotta get up out of here.
Real quick. I got a question because
what up?
I didn't get into this earlier, but Paul Heyman getting a little creepy to me. I'm
we forgot about this.
I'm really starting to get a little concerned because this week when Finn came up making his little pitch to Jimmy by joining the Judgment Day, of course you see in the background Paul sticking his head a little around the corner. You know what I'm saying? His eyes all wide and everything like that.
Like he
and then just walking up after Finn leaves, trying to get some answers. But this is a recurring thing. Like, this dude just been chilling in the background for many a SmackDown where he just up here poking. You watched Recess back in the day, right?
Yeah, Randall.
Who was the little? Yeah, the little dude, the little snitch, is always lurking around the corner. That's Paul. Like, what's going on with you, bro? Like, I know that there should be no surprises when it comes to you. There's nothing that you won't do.
Yeah.
But like, this is what we doing. Like, we up here dry snitching and creeping, lurking. That's what you do now, bro. Like, come on, dog. I know you got people you can send to do this type of stuff. Like, you just making yourself look bad because it's hard to miss Paul Heyman somewhere.
All right, that man creeping. Got Siri open, ready at all times. Yeah. All right, Siri might as well be part of the bloodline at this point.
Exactly. Like, you just got it on tap. Oh, shit. All right. All right, I'm sorry. Last
got
thing,
more.
but
Go ahead.
I need you to hit the button. I didn't want to do this.
Oh, man.
But I saw it and I got triggered because it has to do with one of my favorites, and I don't like it. Oh,
Which button I'm
he
hitting?
had to do it to him. The mine.
Oh,
I'm upset.
oh,
Yeah. See, and I promise I'm gonna make this quick. So, just last month, right? Edge wrestled what might have been his last match.
Yeah.
In Toronto. Okay. And everybody wanted to do the speculation train, like, oh, he might retire, he might go to AEW, he might do this, that, and the third. He came out on his own show, not his own show, his own porch, got on Instagram and let people know, hey, listen, we don't have a situation about a contract. It's not a contract issue, it's not a money issue, it's not a creative issue. I have a contract offer sitting in my inbox. He said, I just don't know what I want to do yet. That's words out of his own mouth. Why did I then go in yesterday and see that the Seltzer-verse is going to sit up here and report that Edge and WWE are far apart on a contract situation? How are you going to contradict the man's own words, bro? I don't understand this. For the life of me, I'll never get it. Y'all charge $13 a month to lie to people. Like, I don't get this. I really don't get this. Like, that's government level finesse. Government level finessing. There's no reason to, like, y'all at this point just don't know what to do with yourselves. You really don't. It drives me crazy. They're talking about a bunch of people in their contract situations, but he already told you what the deal was. Why would you then go on there and just lie to people? I don't get it. But you brought one of my goats into it, so you triggered me. I don't like talking about y'all. Y'all find reasons to invigorate the indignation in my black soul. You find ways to do it. I don't like to do it. But damn it, you need to go away. You need to go away fast. Really do. I'm done. The Seltzer-verse is not canon, and this is the reasons why.
We are beyond the need for the Wrestling Observer newsletter.
Why do you need white man paperwork?
We've been beyond it, bro. I'm so like, I just looked at my phone. I'm like, bro, are y'all serious? Like,
set this man off.
How, bro? Like, do y'all? I know they're on social media. It was all over social media. Why would you do this? Like blink twice if you got a learning disability. Do something. Like, give some kind of indignation that you're not okay. Indication that you're not okay up here. Because I suspect it, but give me confirmation. Because
You are on crack.
maybe that's why they like Tony so much. I don't know. Let me find out. The Wrestling Observer does more than just plug bad news and info.
And overhype up flippy wrestling. Y'all love that shit.
All the time. Without fail. Okay. I'm cool. I had to get that off my chest.
I feel you.
Because
Bang, 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 bang.
You gotta do it.
Bang, bang.
You gotta do it. Hey, man. All right.
pissing me off.
We can plug socials now.
Yeah. All right. Y'all can find me at Recap24 on Instagram and on Twitter. Y'all can go check out all the past episodes of the Havoc Hour for your viewing pleasure on all streaming platforms where you find Young Kings Wrestling, Spotify, Anchor, Google Podcasts, and the video versions are up on YouTube. Oh, man.
Shout out to the Havoc Hour, and I am the thespian TC Fontaine. You can follow me at tc.fontaine on Instagram at foy.flicks. That's my photography page. Go check out my photography. I have a photography website now too. So if you're in Las Vegas and you want me to take some pictures for you, I am not as expensive as these other photographers, and that's only because I'm just getting started. So get you get you some pictures right now while they cheap. And I decided to
Yes,
raise
sir.
the prices up.
I'm about to say, about yesterday's price.
Yeah. Hold on. I wasn't ready.
You know about it.
I wasn't ready, but listen, because in a few months,
Yesterday's price is not today's price.
Amen.
so just get on board now.
Yes, sir.
And then, of course, Young Kings Wrestling. You can find us everywhere, almost everywhere where podcasts are available. I could give you a whole rundown of everywhere, but I mean, it's the main ones: Spotify, iTunes, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, and of course, follow us on YouTube. Got some gonna have some content coming this week on YouTube, so be on the lookout for that. If you made it this far, need some clips from today's episode, maybe some other stuff,
Ooh,
might have
I
have something else.
I had a little idea. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That some content we can shoot on YouTube. We're gonna talk.
All right, let's reconvene in a moment. But I'm glad y'all made it this far. If you did, and we, usually around this time it get a little crazy. Everybody got birthdays. It's my birthday. It was Queen Mother Havoc's birthday. It's gonna be King Reek, House of Havoc, first of his name's birthday coming up soon. So,
oh yeah, it's getting there.
Schedule might get a little funky, but it's gonna be all right. It's gonna be all right. We're gonna be all right. Yeah. Until then, you already know.
Said I'll be back to hold you down. I don't wanna leave.
But we gotta go right now, and we'll be back next week with another one.
Another one.
But until then, we out of here. Gone.
Gone.